Now in this video we're going to answer the following question. True or false, the two lines with equations given below are perpendicular to each other, and we've been given the two equations y plus 2x equals 7 and 6 minus 2x equals 4y. The first step is to find the gradient of each line, and the second step is to find out whether those gradients are perpendicular. We can do that in several different ways. But let's begin with step 1. We need to rearrange each of these equations into the form y equals mx plus c. So that means getting y by itself, and whatever the coefficient of the x term is, that's our value for m, which is the gradient. So let's begin by writing down the first equation. Y plus 2x equals 7. Now the first step is to subtract 2x from both sides. So that gives us y plus 2x minus 2x equals 7 minus 2x. The 2x's on the left-hand side cancel, so that leaves us with y, and on the right-hand side we've got 7 minus 2x. Now although this is the other way around to y equals mx plus c, the coefficient of the x term is still the gradient, and in this case it's minus 2. So our value for m is minus 2. Now let's write down 6 minus 2x equals 4y. Now this time we're going to divide both sides by 4. So that gives us 6 minus 2x over 4 equals 4y over 4. On the right-hand side, the 4's cancel, leaving us with y. And on the left-hand side, we are going to break this up so that we've got 6 over 4, which is 1.5, minus 2 over 4, which is 0.5. So we've got 1.5 minus 0.5x. Now again, the coefficient of our x term is the gradient, so that gives us a value of m equal to minus 0.5. So now we know our two gradients. One of them is minus 2, and the other is minus 0.5. Now there are a couple of ways we can work out whether these lines are perpendicular. Probably the easiest method is to multiply these two gradients together. If we multiply these two gradients together and we get the answer minus 1, that means they're perpendicular. So let's write that down. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 0.5 equals 1. Therefore, because we don't get the answer minus 1, these lines are not perpendicular. Now, a second method is to take the gradients of one of these two lines and find out the gradient that would be perpendicular to that gradient and see whether that's the gradient of the second line. So let's begin with minus 2. In order to find out the gradient of the line perpendicular to a line with the gradient minus 2, we write it in the form minus 1 over m. So in this case, that would be minus 1 over minus 2. Minus 1 over minus 2 is a half. So the gradient of the line perpendicular to a line with the gradient minus 2 would have a gradient of a half. Now the gradient of our other line is minus a half. So therefore, again, we know that these two lines are not perpendicular. So to answer the question, true or false, the two lines with equations given below are perpendicular to each other, the answer would be false. If you found this video useful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.